Hundreds of thousands of Palestinians have been forcibly displaced from Gaza City as Israel's ground assault continues. Israel has announced a temporary evacuation route for Palestinians via Salah al-Din Street for just 48 hours. Listen in.
مش طالع من هان أنا. الرب واحد والموت واحد والعمر واحد، وهي بألف موتة مش راحلين ومش طالعين. وين نروح؟ أنا نفسي أطلع عشان أنقذ أولادي. وين ما بيقولوا اليهود روحوا على الجنوب، نفسي أطلع إني أطلع، لكن ما معيش مصاري أطلع، ما عنديش قدرة أطلع، ما ظلش حيلتي سنتين هذه. وأولادنا في الليل بتنامش من القصف والطخ، وإحنا على شط البحر هان زوارق بتطخ وطيران بتضرب ودبابات بتضرب. خايفين، لكن ايش بدنا نسوي؟ انا لله وانا اليه راجعون. ما في امكانيه، انا قلت لك ما في امكانيه اني ارحل. ساكن انا واخوتي واولاد اخوتي زياده عن 30 نفر، خايفين وشاعرين بالخوف، واولادنا ما بتنامش من الخوف اصلا. بنناشد العالم كله، دول اوروبا وعلى راسهم امريكا، انها توقف معانا، والدول العربيه، مصر الشقيقه، بنقول لها مصر الشقيقه وقف هذا العدوان عنا. احنا نجحنا اكثر من مره وتعبنا، دورنا راحت، أولادنا راحت، عنا شهداء، عنا مصابين. أنا اللي بحكي معاك مصاب، كلياتنا تبهدلنا، شعب غزة تبهدل.
حرب أصلا حقيقة وقفوا الحرب، الحرب هذه بتنفعناش. أنا مش عارف كيف عملوا حرب كمان مرة. إحنا ما تريحناش أصلا من الأولانية لما يعملوا الثاني. إحنا تعبانين، بنتي هذه معها القلب وراسه مفتوح، مش عارف إيش أسوي، وماشي من هلا للدير ماشي عشان.
The World Health Organization's chief Tedros Adhanom has now warned that Israel's ground offensive in northern Gaza has left hospitals overwhelmed and on the brink of collapse. He's demanded an end to the escalation that is taking place on the ground, branding it inhumane. He has stated that the military incursion and evacuation orders in northern Gaza are driving new waves of displacement, forcing traumatized families into an ever-shrinking area unfit for human dignity. He's warned that hospitals are already overwhelmed by the brink, and they're at the brink of collapse as violence is now blocking access and preventing the WHO from delivering life-saving supplies as well. With us on the broadcast is Mr. Peter Baum, foreign editor at the Weekly Blitz, joining us live from London. Thank you so much for taking our time speaking to us on NewsX World. Interesting statements coming in from the WHO chief. This comes even as world leaders are all set to gather in New York later this month. And we've seen countries such as France, the United Kingdom itself, and Belgium and Australia come forth stating that they will be recognizing a Palestinian state. There's a lot of pressure mounting on Netanyahu internationally, on the domestic front as well, with families of hostages coming out and urging the government, the Israeli government, to strike a deal with Hamas. Do you think Netanyahu will buckle down to this pressure?
No, I don't. The only pressure that will force Netanyahu to stop his military objectives in Gaza is if Donald Trump says enough is enough, or alternatively, or additionally, I should say, if the domestic pressure within Israel gets too unbearable. Now, it seems that the latter, though at quite a high crescendo, is not sufficient to bring down the Netanyahu government, nor to stop his objective. And it's also clear to me that Donald Trump is going to allow Netanyahu and the Israeli Defense Forces to continue with their objective of utterly defeating Hamas. Now, it looks as if, from the military perspective, the analysts that I'm in touch with, that objective is being achieved. And it shouldn't be too long, let's be realistic, perhaps 2 or 3 more weeks before Israel finally completes its task. Now, of course, at the same time, this puts increased burden on the Palestinian citizens who are not aligned to Hamas and who have been as much victims of Hamas as they have of the Netanyahu's government.
All right, so I request you to stay on with us. We're tracking more news from the Middle East. We're now learning that Qazi Hamad